dudes? What's going on? It's me. As you all probably know, the year is almost over. Can you believe that? 2018 is almost over. I've only got probably a few conventions left, but there's some news that I think everybody has probably known for almost a long while, that I think now that I finally have the time to record something again, I think it's most important to share with you guys now, and also all the details why, what's going to happen to me, where am I going to go from there. All of that going to be explained in this video that I am finally making after probably a long while of me making anything, because I've been having a lot of difficulty because of late. Okay, first thing I want to talk about right now is probably the amount of drama and issues that have arisen with my circle of life and friends in the last couple of months. The first thing I want to say is me and Eric are no longer friends anymore. If you guys remember Eric, he was my friend. He was, you know, short, glasses, all that cool stuff. He was really cool. But due to some irresponsibility on my behalf, which I am admitting on my part, on my half, it has been my fault too, but it's mainly his fault too. It's both of our faults, but I couldn't do it anymore because it just got to that point where I was just like, I can't do it. I gotta go, man. I'm sorry. So me and him are no longer friends. You guys can still support him if you want, believe what you want from him, but I'm just saying from my experience and my detail, we're no longer friends. So it has been very quiet, and I've been very, very alone as of late. I mean, like, I haven't really done much of anything except like probably work and like just chill out for the last couple days and get ready for the last pony convention ever. Yes, you heard me right. My last My Little Pony convention ever. Ponyville Ciderfest 2018, the music festival, which is coming up in late October. Now, I want everyone to understand a lot of the reasons why I'm heading out. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love you guys. The Bernie fandom has been probably so kind to me lately that, like, you know, I wish I don't want to leave. But, like, lately, you know, all the things and the crazy nonsense, not to mention the stuff that has happened to me when I have been here, you know, has kind of affected me as well. And my decision to, should I continue this or shouldn't I, you know, should I step away? And I think, after a lot of decisions, plus a lot of family altercations and arguments at home here have made me think about my decision a lot. And, you know, I think it's just safe to say that I'm gonna head out. And sadly, I'm just ready. I think I need to move on, and I think it's something I've thought about for a while, ever since late last year. So now let's talk about what's gonna happen after Ciderfest. So, as many of you know, yes, I announced on Twitter, I think probably, I think I announced this on either Twitter or my Facebook, my real Facebook, if you guys add me on Facebook for real. I think I announced this and said after 2018 Ciderfest, I wasn't gonna be doing any more My Little Pony conventions or nothing My Little Pony related for a long time, probably like forever, only because I think I decided that I'm ready to try something new, and I'm ready to kind of move on to something new. And this is what kind of happened in the last few months after my little issue with Eric and our friendship splitting apart. This is what we decided. So we have decided, me and my mom, who's been really supportive of half of what I did with the My Little Pony fandom. She's loved the fact that I put on game shows for you guys. She's loved it. Like, she's seen my videos, she's seen you know, how much happy it's making you guys. She's seen, like, how much love you guys give me and all that stuff. She's seen the wheel donation. She's seen me doing the millionaire stuff. She's seen me doing Cards Against Equestria. She thought that was, like, really funny. She still thinks I'm still a goofball, but, you know, she still loves me because she's my mom and she's supportive of what I do. And I think that's what you guys should be proud of as well. If your parents support you for something, and even though they don't like it, that means they love you deeply, and they will make sure in their hearts to make sure that you are cared for and tended for. And I think that's really important. But now let's continue on to the next part of why I'm leaving after. So as many of you know by now, there were certain situations, certain things that happened. I'm not going to explain all the situations because I'm pretty sure you guys know what half of that was. So I'm not going to say any of them. But one thing I've noticed in this fandom is that it continues to get brought up in certain times. And every time it gets brought up, it makes my decision even stronger. So when I was at home and after me and my mom, you know, we had this talk about me leaving, she recommended that if I want to still do what I do for you guys, because she knows about my channel, she knew about my Instagram, she found out about everything. Like, it was at that moment, she was just like, she was just like, you know, Brandon, I think I want you to have your fans. I want you to support them. I want you to continue to make the content that you do for, you know, for your friends and stuff. You do all this cosplay stuff. But, you know, eventually, you know, you're going to need to do something else. So, you know, we as a family can go there to support you too. So she recommended Second City, which is an improv school. An improv school that is right in Chicago. I'll put the link to that down below in the description. You guys go check out their website. They got a bunch of fun stuff. They are basically an improv school that, you know, teaches improv. And they do like plays and stuff like that. So I looked at it and I was like, this looks pretty cool. I might get behind it. So, you know, yeah, Second City might happen probably later on in the next year maybe. Or heading into this before the year ends. It depends. We're getting set up with it right now. As many of you know, I love as many of you already know, I am a fan of you know, professional wrestling, and you know how, you know, there's choreography and stuff like that in the ring. Not too long ago, I went to a wrestling show for a promotion called CSW, and I will put a link in the description for that and their channel with all their matches down below as well. I went to one of their shows and I was pretty impressed with it. I'm not going to be an actual wrestler before you guys start saying, is he going to be a wrestler? But no, I'm not going to be a real wrestler, guys. I am thinking about being a manager or probably a commentator or even a ring announcer if I get lucky with what I do. I'm thinking about any of that. So that is going to be also happening in the future. I will be training with CSW to see where they will put me. And I will be working with CSW for a while also starting next year. So now that's the outside the brony path. But now I want to talk about the convention part, which will happen also. Guys, one thing I want you to take from this video right now, anybody can literally do what I've done for the last, you know, longest time in this fandom. Anybody can make a game show, anyone can make a panel, anybody can do anything that I've literally done here. It doesn't take much, man. All it takes is one great idea to make it something awesome. Like, you guys have the power and creative mind to do anything in this fandom. You really do. I mean, what have you guys got to lose? I mean, it just takes one panel, and boom. It took only one panel for me to do the Wheel of Fortune thing, and boom, instant fame. Well, not really instant fame, but it was just like, I got noticed a little bit. But it was great, man. I mean, I've really had fun with it, but I just want you guys to know, each and every one of you have the power to make something of yourself. You really do. And since I'm going to be doing other stuff for a while, these other activities, these, you know, Second City and working with CSW are going to help me probably see what I have for a career and probably acting or in television or anything like that. So I can't wait to try these things. It's going to be so exciting. You guys have no idea like how excited I am for this stuff. Like next year, it's going to be a blast. Also, next year, I think I also explained earlier, my con tour is going to change, and I want to explain about the cons heading into next year. So, the first thing I'm going to say is, surprisingly enough, I'm taking a break from Anime Central. Believe it or not, I am taking a break from ACEN only because I've been there for the last 8 years. Don't get me wrong, I love ACEN, but it's just, it goes back to the same thing when I was at Ciderfest. You know, if I continue to do the same thing over and over, again, I'm not going to have any, like, you know, I'm going to miss out on all the other great conventions there are, and I want to do that next year. So check this out. Next year, 2019, instead of Anime Central, we're going to be waiting a long time. Me and my friend Chris, we are currently working together, and right now, since he's busy with his new job, I am working on, for me and him, and possibly his mom, if she joins for the ride, we are going to be possibly in Tampa, Florida for MetroCon. I will put a link in the description towards that convention down below if you guys want to check it out. I mean, the site's probably might be down, but I'll still throw it in there anyway. You guys can check it out. But we're working on going to MetroCon, and I can't wait for that. I have a friend down in MetroCon who I would really love to meet in person, and you know, I would love for Chris said it's also going to be his opportunity to be working with the press, since he's a photographer for cosplay, so he was going to put in a press application as well. I might put in some panels for MetroCon, and we'll just have to see where that goes. But I do know one thing's for certain. I am working on currently going to MetroCon next year. And I think I want to try this because I want to start doing probably conventions once a year maybe now, instead of like just doing them every day. I mean, except for the things that are locally in the city. I mean, like if I get time and money for that. But mainly right now, if it comes to anything big like this con or C2E2 or anything like ASIN like that, I think I'm going to go back to doing it just once a year, so that way I'll have the rest of the year to like make videos or do costuming or anything else that comes about. So that's going to be a brand new switch of pace that I really also can't wait to try. So that's going to be really cool. But yeah, guys, MetroCon, put it in, it's going to be in there. Second City's going to be down there. I'll put up a link to the channel for CSW. Until then, thank you guys for watching this update. If the audio sounds a little different, please pardon that because the mic actually kind of got shot. I think the battery needs to be replaced on it. But thank you guys for watching this video. Check out all the links. Check out all the CSW stuff. Check out Second City. Check out MetroCon's album from this coming year. Check out all the people who were down there in cosplay. Check out all that stuff. I'll see you guys in a month or two for Ciderfest 2018, and I'll see you soon.